Hello everybody and welcome back to Ronida Island. So I bought a couple of bits. I bought the log grab that you can see on the front of the tractor here, um, which is quite handy actually because I actually did not realize that it actually works on bales. Until I tested it out when I was doing some of the logging work, which you'll see when we go back up to the farm. Right, let's see, get rid of that. 293 for that. And 294 for that one. So, yeah, I bought this and I want to test it on this pallet and see if it'll pick up pallets as well. Uh, because if it does, that's awesome. So, this grab is actually, I'll show it to you in the marketplace here. It is under front loader tools. And it is this here, lift wood. So it will actually do logs, bales, and pallets, which is pretty darn good to be fair. So I don't actually need the bale spike anymore, so I will um, get rid of that at some point. But for the time being, we are going to sell some of the logs that I've done. You'll see the little pile of logs that are up here on the actual farm area or the plot of land. I would ideally like to try and get a greenhouse down. So yeah, we'll see how much money we can make to get a greenhouse. There are quite a few options that we can go for. We'll show you here. Let's have a look. So greenhouses, I was thinking of going along the lines of these ones, but there are the garden ones that do require. Where are they now? These ones here. Now these do require extra uh, ingredients, so you need water, I think it's seeds and fertilizer. But that would be quite a nice addition to. And we have the potato one as well here. Uh, but I'm not fully decided yet because I would like to get a field down as well. So, right, let's. Oh, and I bought a weight as well because of the weight of the logs was starting to make the tractor tip over. So, ended up getting a weight for the back. Right, so let's see what we can do here. Get some logs. Don't know how many it picks up. You've got to be pretty much on top of them. So it picked up that 3 there. Yeah, if they're not laying flat, they is it going to fall over? No, fall over. Yeah, it does work. It does take a bit of getting used to, making sure that it is completely flat on top of what you're picking up. There we go. So we've got 3 logs there. So it will pick up a maximum of 3, which is handy enough. We can load them into the trailer here. I think I will let that one overlap at the front. The question is, will it fit all 3? Right, well, I think we'll strap that down, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, as I say, we'll pick up bales and that, but with the logs, you have to make sure that they are completely flat. Like so. It does mean you can cut them a bit longer as well, which is always handy. Whoop, there's a bit of a awkward spot to put this trailer, I suppose. We will need to get a bigger trailer at some point. There we go. Hopefully I don't strap the... Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Strap the tool to it as well. Right, we'll get this logs down and we'll see how much we get for them. Would also help if I was turning in the right direction. Well, that's not good. Why is that doing that? Would help if the trailer was actually on the ground. So we'll see what we get for this lot here and then kind of give us an idea of what we can go for sort of greenhouse wise. Because I was looking at getting a self-watering system as well, so hopefully just go for a greenhouse that just requires water, to be fair. That's not too bad. 3,193. Got another stack of logs, I think. A field would be nice as well. Maybe get a field at the back of the plot of land there. Would be nice. Hopefully, if we get a greenhouse, we can start getting in a bit of extra income to be able to get some field work done. Right, where are we? Unstrap that. As I say, it will be nice once we start getting into the sort of bigger equipment. But until then, we're making do with what we have. It's not so bad if I do say so myself. Now, there will be a couple here I can pick up manually. That one. Get lucky enough to get these on. I do have my measuring stick, so this kind of sort of same length as the trailer itself, so it gives me an idea of how long to cut the logs. Should we carry that one? Get that one situated there. Maybe one more for the top. So any I could pick up here. That one. Excellent. That'll do. Get that all strapped down. There we go. And I'll pick up a few with this log lift as well. And we'll head down and we will sell this lot. Right. And I know I did have a bit of an issue with the sound quality in my last video, so I'm thinking I may have to get a new headset. So hopefully the audio does come out a bit better this time round. But I have noticed that the quality of it is not as good as it has been in previous videos. So right, let's get this lot sold and see where we sit. Well, that's not too bad, almost $5,000. Right, so that has taken us up to just over 17,000. And we'll get back up to the farm and we shall have a look at the greenhouses. I would like to go for one of the gardens, but it's going to take the extra, the extra ingredients to grow anything. So, and I don't really have the funds for that. So, I think we'll just go for one of the other greenhouses. Maybe in the future we could have a large garden growing different types of vegetables, but until then we will make do with what we can. So there is this one at 9,000, which we could go for. So I'm thinking to go for something like this, and it'd probably be better. Where would it be better situated? Over here seems to be a bit more elevated in terrain. So I think we could probably put it here somewhere. Yeah, let's put it there. And I also want to install a water system, but I won't do that right now because we have got 8,000, just over 8,000 in the bank. So what we'll have a look at buying is a barrel, so we can fill up with water. There is a trailer in here that we can actually go for. See if there's anything in the shop. No, nothing in the second-hand shop. Where are they? I've gone the wrong way. So they are here somewhere. These ones here, they do come with a barrel. 2,000 litres. Not huge, but it would definitely work. The only downside is the distance to the water when you get it from the ocean. But I think there is a pond on the other side of that hill, but still another fair distance. So I'll probably have to try and get something installed. Maybe a water pump or a well or something. But we'll have to see how that works out. So what I'll do just now is grab something to eat, and then I will have a look at the online catalogue, see what we're doing, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, everybody, so I've got, as you can see, I've got lettuce starting to grow in the greenhouse. I have installed a water system that would allow me to keep watering without the need for travelling back and forth to the ocean, basically, or the pond on the other side of the hill. So I'm thinking that what we could probably do is purchase a plough, and we can put in a field ready for when we need it. Let's have a look here. They have got these nice ones here, the large ones, but just not sure. We do have the handheld ones that we could use. I was hoping they would have had something a bit cheaper than that. We could go for this. That'll make that 4,000 at 3 meters. Times. Also, they've got the back ones for 4.5. Yeah, we could probably just go for that, I think. Colour, I think we'll make it red. Stand out a bit more. Yeah, we'll go for that. Right, okay. We're taking the gamble. We're all down 2,500 now. So this could be interesting. But we've got plenty of trees and stuff to cut down, so I am not worried whatsoever. Right, let's drop the trailer. No, drop the trailer, thank you. And we shall drop pretty much everything, I think. Because we will not be able to have the rear weight on here. Right, let's go down to the shop and go and pick up that plough. And then we shall get a small field put in. I'm not sure how big I wanted the field to be, but we'll have a look when we get back up what kind of space we have. So hopefully we will get a good amount of produce from the greenhouses to keep us going as well, especially for the winter time, because there pretty much won't be a lot to do in the winter time apart from maybe cutting trees, so try and hold off on cutting down trees until the winter time. That'll definitely keep us going financially. Yeah, there are the trees up the back here, there are the trees around the corner, so as I say, I'm not too worried financially. Okay, so I'm thinking right, I'm thinking maybe we can go excuse me, just beyond the line of that tree there. There'd be another thing if this is able to pull this plough, which it can. It'll just come up and round top here. Eventually, we will get more field space. Right, I'm thinking there will be fine. Let's just go straight across from here. I'll get that bit filled in a little bit. So I'll get this done and then we'll see what our next step's going to be. Okay, so we are almost finished ploughing up this area for our first field, which is pretty exciting. Not 100% sure yet until I check the calendar when we can put our first crop in, whichever that may be. Okay, so yeah, it's not the biggest field in the world, but for the size of the equipment that we're going to be having to begin with, I think it will that will be absolutely perfect. So we got a good lineup of equipment here, actually, to be fair. There we go. Right, we'll pop that plough there. Let's have a look at the calendar. So, yeah, by the time we get a bit more money in, I'm thinking we're probably going to be looking at probably looking at doing something like soybeans or sorghum, maybe. I'm not sure if we're going to make enough money to get equipment for doing things like barley, wheat, and stuff. So let's have a look at cedars, because I need to get cedar, and we're not going to get the best yield from the basic equipments because we're going to need to get uh, lime spread fertilizer, and we're going to need to roll it, and so we're going to be going off what we can get. But looking, we've got a cedar there at 6,000. Fertilizer spreaders are not hugely expensive. So we do have a few that are going to be sufficient for the space, the size of the field we've got. So yeah, I mean we've got this sort of size here, and both of them ones there actually they both do lime as well. The only downside with lime is it runs out quickly. So right, what I'm thinking we'll do now is we'll actually fast forward into October and see what we get from the greenhouse, and we'll see what our charges are for everything, our maintenance charges. So we're not, hopefully not going to be going into debt. So we'll fast forward. 8 o'clock. Not too bad. Not too bad. Right, let's have a look here. Ooh. Okay, so basically 1 month ahead. So we have got 3 pallets of lettuce here. So that's a good start. Let's have a look at the prices. Best time to sell lettuce will probably be round about now, probably. It'll be February. But it's on the rise anyway, so I'm not too worried. Right, we need to get some more money in so I can get a seeder and a fertilizer spreader. Right, okay. So what I'll do is I will chop down a few more trees, get a bit more money in, and then I will bring you guys back in later on. Okay, welcome back everybody. So kind of had a little bit of a hiccup. Um, I started to get the field over here. I got it all seeded with wheat, and I sold a couple of bits, some trees, and managed to get myself a log trailer. And I was going to load the log trailer up, which I have done, but then I realized I was not actually recording. So, so what we've got so far is we have got wheat in here. We're going to fertilize this, which is in here. We're going to be doing that soon. I've been very busy cutting down trees because I really do need to get a tree stump cutter. I would like to open up this area here a bit and get a shed and maybe uh, create some space for animals. Not sure what animals I want to do yet, but we'll need to try and get to the animal side of things. So here we are. This is our load of logs. And I really want to know why, whenever you approach these, everything starts to move and wobble. I really wish they would fix that. So we're going to take this down, get it sold, and we are going to take our bales down as well. I may as well get rid of them while we're at it. We'll see how much we get for the logs, because I think there is a tree cutting device that is not cheap. So we need to try and get some money for that. Because we definitely need to make space to get a shed. We're in October now, so we're going to be heading into the bad weather, and I want to get all the tools and implements under cover. Right, so we got 317 for the bales, and we're going to see what we get for the trees. Right, let's see what we get. Ooh, 11,764. Wow, okay. Okay, that's perfect. Um, that's a good amount for that logs. But but the implement I want is 22,000. Uh, where's the other one? Stump cutter. Here we go. 27,000. We do not have a large variety of cutters for doing stumps. There is another one there. It's 25,000. So we're kind of sitting at a loss at the moment. Right, okay. But we definitely need to get a shed to get our implements put away, which I will do. I will get that done. And we'll get that field fertilized as well. We do have space for a shed, so we're not, it's not a total loss at the moment. We could sell the lettuce. The lettuce could be sold as well. This tree lifting implement picks up absolutely everything, and I mean everything. Watch this. I couldn't believe I actually did this, but it will actually pick up the cedar. Literally anything you can put straps around, it will pick up. Now I did this from the shop up here. See if I can get it to work again. And there we go. That's incredible. I thought it was just bales and pallets it would work on in trees, but nope, it pretty much works on most things. I haven't tried any of the other implements, but it will pick up almost anything. So, now, what are we going to do in regards to transporting these pallets? wonder if we can pick up this two and put them on top of the other two and transport all four down at the same time. We'll just sell them off. Be nice to get lined up properly. Yeah, that wage payment was an accident. I tried to do... No, it's not going to work, is it? No, I can't. I wouldn't even be able to do it this way either. Oh, no, don't do that. There we go. Don't think it will work this way either. Can't get close enough. Oh wait, it did work. There we go. So it won't really pick them up if they're sitting stacked on top of each other, but we'll do it if they're two in front of the other. Right, let's go and sell these, see what we get. And then we will go up and fertilize our field. And then we'll have a look and see what kind of shed we can get that's going to pretty much hold a good majority of our implements. It's probably not going to be cheap to get a shed that's going to be a decent size. So 3,703, that's not bad. And while we're here, we'll grab the trailer here and take these seeds and fertilizer bags back up to the farm. But yeah, as I say, we're going to be getting the worst weather now, so we're going to have to really think about getting our stuff kept under protection, under a roof of some kind. We've got enough seeds and fertilizer to keep us going for a little bit. Not too worried about the log trailer. It's on one of those swivel axles, and I'm not a huge fan of them, so I'm not too worried about that sitting outside, unless I could drive straight through it. So we've got a fair few bits. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of equipment. Okay, so I'm hoping to put a shed in here somewhere next to the greenhouse. So we'll take a look and see what we can come up with. Now, I did see 1 or 2 that I liked. May hold all of it. We could go for something like that. Is a wee bit too big for that area, but kind of get the idea. There is this one. Trying to get it to fit without it saying that it's colliding with something. No, too small, that one. There is this one here, which should hold a majority of the implements. But it won't hold the tedder because you can't, not tedder, the windrower, because you can't fold it up. Well, you can fold it up, but only for transportation. You can't drop it on the ground folded up, which is rather annoying. The cedar will go in there, just. This could be a bit of a tough one to try and figure out some sort of size. Oh, wait a minute. That would work. That would work wonders. As I say, the windrower is not going to be able to go in there. Can we... I don't even know what it must be overlapping with the grass, the cut grass. on the ground. I was hoping to try and put it somewhere in here. Oh, there we go. We can put it there. A wee bit too close to the... I don't want it too close to the greenhouse. It can be close, but not too close. I think we could probably put it there, maybe. I mean, it's only going to be temporary just now, but that kind of gives us something to put our equipment away. So I will do that off camera. I will not do that just now. We are going to go and fertilize this field. Okay, so we will get our steering assist on. And away we go. We get all this fertilized and see where we are sitting. See where we're sitting with the yield on this one. It's an awful lot of on and off with the self-drive. Or the driving assist, as they call it. We didn't really need to put a field in just now, but I'm not sure how long the grass will take to grow, and we're kind of not going to be making a lot of money just selling bales all the time. So I thought, well, might as well just put a field in. Not the best shaped field in the world, but it will do. I'll just do it my own way for the moment, and then we'll check the PDA and find out if we missed any bits, which we most likely probably have. Right, let's have a look here and see. Oh, that's it. I was like, what did I miss there? It's the tree. Right, so it's needing to be rolled, so we know that anyway. Right, we need to take all them off and put that one on. It's a spotted area. I don't know why it's spotted like that. Oh well. Well, we've pretty much covered it anyway, so I'm not going to complain. Right, so put this will be the first implement to go into the shed. I dropped this at the shop when I just connected it. I just connected it when it was up high, and then it fell over. Luckily, I managed to get it back up with the log grab. Right, let's have a look. So I forgot to check the yield on that. It's not too bad, 80%. I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy just to go with 80%. I'm happy. We could potentially put another field in, but we can use this kind of space as well to put animals in if we don't manage to get them in here. Personally, I would prefer to get them in here. My initial idea was at the very back here, because the field goes up a hill, would be to have some kind of pen, and the fence would run up, so it'd be like an incline meadow for the animals. But I'm not sure if some of them will allow to place a fence there. So, but yeah, we've still got plenty of trees to take down. Still got plenty to do. So I will. What on earth? Well, there was a tree here, and now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, never mind. It's there. So yeah, I'll leave it here for today, guys, and thank you all for joining me on another day on the farm. And if you enjoyed what you saw, I will really appreciate it if I see you in the next one. So with that, I wish you all a wonderful day, and bye for now.